going to be a very good session. You are going to profit a lot from today's meeting. My name is Nomfundo Tabashe, a student in the Zululand, and I'm connecting from the KZN Empangeni. So I'm here tonight to welcome you and to just say, be comfortable wherever you are, have your pen and paper on hand so that you are ready to learn about the concept that has changed a lot of people's lives, including myself. All right. So this business, which is mining Bitcoins and Bitcoin vaults, has changed a lot of my partner's lives. Mine included. It has afforded me a life that I have never thought I would have, especially at my age. All right. So we are going to learn about Bitcoin vaults, Bitcoins, mining city, the CEOs, and everything involved when it comes to that. All right. So luckily for you, we have delegated members who are going to take the first part and the second part, which is my leader, Megi Moloti, and my leader as well, Dimakato Makazi. All right. So before we start, let me just start with the rules of the house, because with just like any other house, there are rules. Okay. So we would like to have everybody muted, and then also please switch off your videos so that we do not see what is happening on your side. And just to let you know, this meeting is recorded, all right, for future reasons. And then if you happen to have any questions, don't worry. As the meeting goes, you will have all your answers, all your questions being answered, I'm sorry. But if you feel like you cannot hold it anymore and you want to ask immediately, we have our white chat board over there on your controls. So you just kindly write your questions there, and we will have our delegated members to answer you. All right. So we would kindly ask also that all our members in Mining City, myself included, not to answer on the questions, because we have people designated just for that tonight. So I'm very excited. You have no idea, because we have the best people to unpack for you on the information that you are looking for to change your life. So we'll have just 1 hour of unpacking on how you are going to make money, but most of all, how you can make crazy money, and then you can do everything that you want in your life, cash. All right. So that's the lifestyle that we have adopted, doing things in cash, not having a hold of any debts. Most of us are unemployed because we have money coming in all day, every day, each and every hour, and we get to decide how much we want to make per day. All right. So let me introduce to you my partner, Megi Moloti, who will take you through on the first part. So I'm very excited. I'm always excited to learn from her, because every time we speak, or every time we connect, or every time she holds a meeting, I learn something new. Okay, so let me just hand it over to her. Megi, are you there, my leader?
I am here, Fundo. Thank you so much for the great introduction. And yes, we are always so excited. I mean, I'm looking at your smile and I can't help but just smile as well. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this evening session. If you join us for the first time, let us know. So show us on the chat. You can just type in one and so we can welcome you. We are always excited to talk to new people. So please show us on the chat as I continue to introduce myself. I'm not seeing anybody on the chat saying they are new. Okay, and our members, if you are here as well, excited as well to be here, because we always learn something new, as Fundo says. You can show us by showing us two, so you come second. Our guests will come in first and you will come in second. Just show us on the chat. Tell us how you're feeling today. Thank you, Blessing. Welcome. Welcome, Senorita. Oh, it's so good to see all you guys. And it's so good to see you consistently joining us and saying, we want to learn more. Number one, be shy to welcome. So as you are going through that myself, as Fundo has said, I'm Lucy, I'm on the end of Johannesburg. I am married with 4 children. I am an IT consultant. I hope you can all hear me.
Your network is horrible.
I'm seeing my thing connection says.
Yeah, your network.
I see it saying unstable.
Yeah, no, it's
Let me
bad.
just quickly move. Okay. Let me move a different spot. Is it getting better or is it just still the same?
Continue, let's hear.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Is it better?
Let's try, go ahead.
Oh, it must not disappoint me today, not with all this hype. Okay, yeah, so Dima, is it getting better?
I think so, yes.
Okay, yeah, so my name is Maggie Muluti. I'm on the west end of Johannesburg. Maybe if I tone down a bit, my network will cooperate with me. So yeah, so I was introduced to cryptocurrency in 2017. That is when I was also introduced to Dima, I think at the same time, and I have not looked back since. You know, being surrounded by people who have made it in this industry and being on that path myself, it is just so exciting. So we are here to introduce you to something wonderful. Stay connected until the end, please, because you don't want to miss what Dima has got at the end of this, because she is doing the second part of it. Right, so my first part is just the educating bit, because we really believe that before we get into the money issues, let's understand what we are actually putting our money into. So let me start with my first part. I'm going to be sharing some of my screens. Let me know if you can see my screen, please. Dina, Ofundo.
Yes.
And is my network better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so let's start by telling you that I am not a tax consultant. Dima is not a tax consultant. Fundo is not a tax consultant. We are not cryptographers. We are not financial advisors. However, what we are sharing with you today is purely based on our experience and our knowledge acquired throughout the past few years. I said I started in this field in 2017, and I've made it my duty to understand what I'm doing. What we are passing on to you is not only from our own experience, but with what we've seen around us. So if you've got tax-related questions, we will advise you to take them to your tax consultant and they will fill you in more. But we are going to give you a business opportunity, obviously based on money and cryptocurrency. Dr. Wayne Dyer says the highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. The fact that you are here today listening to us, you took time out of your Sunday evening to hear us, says to us you don't want to reject something without knowing about it. And we applaud you for that. And we promise you to make this time worth your while. And thank you so much for tuning in. So where do we begin? We said today is about cryptocurrencies and we enjoy telling you about it. So what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is money. Money, your rand, your dollar, your pound, your blah, it is currency. So when we're saying money, we're not saying that it makes you money. Ne? Yes, it does that, but it is literally money. So whatever you would do with your rand, whatever you would do with your pound, you would do with this money, except it is digital, which means it is not tangible, you cannot touch it. However, you know that we've been in the digital space for a while now. I mean, you can go for a month or more without ever touching a coin or a note. So we've been digital for a while. You're going to swipe your card when you go to the shops. When you get your salary, you don't get an envelope full of money, do you? Our parents probably used to do that, but not anymore. What happens? Your company sends a notification to the bank and then the bank transfers money into your account, and it's just a change of entries in the general ledger. They will debit their account and credit your account. So we've been digital for a while. But what cryptocurrency has brought in is a notch higher in digital currency. In that, it is not owned by anybody. It's owned by any government. It is a global currency. So you need someone in the UK, someone in the States. We can own this money. We run how this money is produced. And the beautiful thing about this money, which is cryptocurrency, is that it grows in value over time. That is why we think it's deflation. Contrary to our money, how we know as fiat, it's money owned by the government. That's our rand, our dollar, our pound, our pula. Those are owned by governments. But what do we know about that money? It loses value over time. I remember a day when we used to buy a loaf of bread for less than R1. Okay, maybe I'm giving away my age, né? But that's how it was. Today, you will not get a loaf of bread for less than 14 Rand. Okay, I mean, it's about 14 Rand. When I buy bread, it's about 14 Rand. What does that? Our money is getting us less and less over time, which means it is losing value over time, which means it is impacted by inflation. Where would you rather have your money? In a store of currency of value that means it does not lose value and gains value over time? If that's what you're looking for, because for me, that's what makes sense, then cryptocurrency is your answer to how you want to keep money. So the global currency, it is produced through a process called mining, which is backed by the technology called blockchain. This mining is not mining that is done like when we mine for gold, when you go underground and dig up the gold. No, no, no. It is mined using these computers. What's miner? Those are specialized machines that produces these coins. Okay, our currency, the rand, owned by South Africa, governed by the Reserve Bank of South Africa, produced at the SA Mint and at the SA Notes Company. That machine also used to produce it. However,
Max, we are losing you again.
You cannot create your own. Oh, my
Max,
head.
Sorry.
Yes,
we are losing you. Now you are completely out.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hold on, listening to my other network.
Okay. All right, apologies, guys. We unfortunately we can't control technology, so these things do happen. Let's just give Maggie a few minutes.
I'm almost there. Let me stop my sharing.
So while Maggie is busy connecting, let's just have some engagement. Just give her 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, we might need to go to plan B. Let's see, on the chat message, I see we have a lot of twos, meaning it's members, and I see only Jerida. Is it Jerida that says, I am new and I'm hoping to learn? Is there anyone else who's new except for Jerida? And is there anyone who's joining us for the second time in this meeting and they have not joined? If yes, just type 5. But if you are new and you're excited, just type 1. Let's see. Do we still have, because I see we only had one person. Is my network also bad? Can you hear me, guys?
We hear you very well.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So we do have quite a few people. Okay. No, that's exciting. That's exciting. Maggie, are you winning? Gee, you're joining us for the second time. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's see if Maggie's winning. Otherwise, I might have to just continue. Maggie?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Is it better or still just as bad?
Right now it's better. So go ahead. I see your network is white now, so I think it's better.
Okay, let me go very quickly. Okay, let me share my slides again. Sorry, guys, my sincere apologies. Okay. So we were talking about how this money is created, that we cannot own these machines. I mean, you can own these machines, anybody can own these machines, but you cannot own machines that make our currency, which is the rand. Okay, so now this currency, the beautiful thing about it, the one that has got us all in this meeting this evening, is the fact that I mentioned that it grows with value over time. Listen to this. The first cryptocurrency to be created was Bitcoin. That was in 2009. Okay, that is 11 years ago. The value of this coin has moved from being 7 US cents to more than 10,000 US dollars today for one coin, which means that, sorry about that, we've got some disturbances. Let's just mute everyone. Okay, done. Okay, so which means that what in 2010, one Bitcoin was R1.40. Today, one Bitcoin is about 183,000 rands. What does that mean? It means that in 2010, when we were all excited about the World Cup, some of us missed to know that there's something called Bitcoin, but some people didn't. Those who didn't, for 140 rands, they could have gotten themselves 100 Bitcoins. Fast forward 10 years later, 11 years later, today, they would be sitting with 18 million rands when the value of one Bitcoin is more than 183,000 rands. That is why today we are sitting here listening to say, what could we possibly do to make money out of these currencies? That was the first cryptocurrency. Today, there are many other cryptocurrencies, and one of them is called Bitcoinvault. They are referred to as altcoins, and there's more than 7,000. But we have narrowed down the search for you. If you are looking for putting money into cryptocurrencies, we are going to talk to you about one specific one called Bitcoinvault. So now, look, you think back to 2010 and think that, you know what, the value of one Bitcoin was less than $100. Today is more than 10,000 rands. Have I missed an opportunity? Yes, maybe in Bitcoin you have, because the early adopters of Bitcoin are now multimillionaires. But guess what? You have not missed an opportunity in cryptocurrency, because today you are going to discover and experience what is called Bitcoinvault, which is the new kid on the block. It was launched last year, December. So now I want you to count yourself amongst the early adopters of Bitcoinvault, because we could be talking about you in the next couple of years when they are saying the early adopters of Bitcoinvault are now multimillionaires. So listen out, because this is your opportunity to join the Millionaires Club. So what is Bitcoinvault? Bitcoinvault is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Whatever I told you about Bitcoin, believe it for Bitcoinvault. But there is more that it offers. This coin was launched last year, December, based on the same principle. One of the monetary policy for Bitcoin and for Bitcoinvault is that there will only be ever 21 million of these coins. Remember, in our currency, the rand as well, we also have a monetary policy that governs our economy. I'm not sure if any of you know that monetary policy, but the monetary policy of our country is that the inflation rate must be kept between 3 and 6%. Why is that? So that it can control and maintain the value of the rand. So the monetary policy of Bitcoinvault is that there will only be 21 million of these coins. And these coins are not all released at the same time. Imagine when this coin was launched and 21 million of these coins was released into circulation and no one knew about it. What was going to happen? There'd be no demand for this. And then what? It means it will be devalued. So to create scarcity, which was going to add on to the value of this coin going up, to maintain and to control the value, the monetary policy says that only a certain number of coins will be released at a time, so that not to flood the market with these coins. An interesting thing that we are so caught up now on Bitcoinvault instead of Bitcoin is the added security that it brings to the cryptocurrency industry that never existed before. Now imagine this. For 11 years since Bitcoin was born, if you are transacting with Bitcoin and you send this Bitcoin to the next person, let's say I want to send coins to Dima, and I make a mistake on my address, and even as soon as I send this message, I realize that, oopsie, I made a mistake. That's it. There's nothing I can do about it, okay? Because the coins are gone. There is no way of recalling, of reversing, of saying, oh, I made a mistake. Now imagine that, when you buy your data via your internet banking. Before you press enter or confirm, you get that notice that says, please be aware that this transaction cannot be reversed. You cannot recall it. Okay. Now I was buying myself data, 1 gig of data. I got my mobile thing, Wi-Fi number wrong, 1 digit wrong, gone. That money gone. I phoned Vodacom. They say, oopsie, we can't do anything about it. You can imagine how I felt. It was only with 1 gig of data and 149 rands. Imagine wanting to move millions of rands through cryptocurrencies and knowing that you cannot recall that if anything goes wrong. The chance that you're going to shy away from using that platform, isn't it? Now, think about the power that this has, that even when you are sitting in your own home, minding your own business, and suddenly on your phone, you get out an alert to say that, Maggie, so many Bitcoins have left your wallet. And I can't do anything about it. I'll say that, oh, someone is stealing my money, but I can't do anything about it. Bitcoinvault says you can recall that. I can say, I did not do that. Go in, stop that transaction, and recall your coins. That is the beauty of what Bitcoinvault is bringing to the cryptocurrency space. With that being said, I am saying those of us who are firm believers in Bitcoinvault are saying this coin is going to take off purely because of the value that it is bringing. Number one, it is based on the protocol as Bitcoin, which has proved itself over the 11 years. And then it adds a feature that never existed before to say you can recall your transaction. I see institutional investors now tapping into this coin as a way of capitalizing on cryptocurrencies, the fact that you can send them quickly, you can send them securely, and over and above that, you can recall if you make a mistake and they are secure that you are aware if anything that is not meant to be going through your account goes through. So Bitcoinvault is bringing that. Hence, we are saying there is a lot that you can gain from this coin. I spoke to you about the monetary policy, and I said that the monetary policy dictates that a certain number of coins will be released every 10 minutes. And I said that at intervals. Those intervals are actually 10 minutes. And what I also said is that it is based on the same protocol as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has 21 million coins, right? That creates scarcity. However, Bitcoin as we speak, it's only releasing 6.25 coins every 10 minutes. Bitcoinvault is going to catch up to that. But we are giving ourselves with Bitcoinvault 4.5 years for it to catch up to Bitcoin. In 2024, we will also be distributing the same number of coins as Bitcoin. What does this mean for you? It means Bitcoinvault is giving you an opportunity because they are doing what we call expedited mining, offering more coins every 10 minutes. But that is for a short period of time. It is just giving you an opportunity to acquire more now. Hence, you need to look at this and think about the sooner you get in, the better it is for you. When this coin was launched last year, every 10 minutes, 175 coins were released every 10 minutes. That is going to happen every 6 months, in that a number of coins released is going to be reduced. This window period ended in May this year. 25% of the coins were already released. So if you missed this boat, you missed it when we were issuing 175 coins every 10 minutes. By we, I'm considering myself a miner of Bitcoinvault. So I am putting myself in that bracket. And very soon you will also be calling yourself a miner, and we're looking forward to that. So now 6 months later, from May, it went down to 50 coins every 10 minutes, which is what we are seeing now. Compare this to 6.25 coins every 10 minutes that Bitcoin is releasing. Hence, we have shifted our interest onto Bitcoinvault now. At the end of this period, which ends in November, 44% of these coins will already be in circulation. 6 months later, 125 every 10 minutes, so it goes. What I'm showing you is a critical period of 2 years. Now, after these 2 years, 82% of these coins will be in circulation. As we speak now, more than 8 million are already in circulation. Do you own any of these coins today? Remember what I said, the early adopters of Bitcoin are now millionaires. We are looking at becoming millionaires by being the early adopters of Bitcoinvault. What you are seeing is that the supply of the coins is going down. Mining difficulty is increasing. Yet the demand for the coins is increasing as more and more people are seeing that there is value in this coin, there is value in this technology. Institutional investors are going to come in seeing the same. Now the question, and when that happens, when the supply goes down, the demand goes up. Do you know what that does? It drives the value up. That means nothing to you if you don't own these coins. How many do you want to own? Let me further tell you why we are choosing Bitcoin over Bitcoinvault at this point in time. Not to say Bitcoin is not a good coin, but we are saying we are seeing a better opportunity now in Bitcoinvault. Let's do a bit of a comparison, okay? Bitcoin is 11 years old. Bitcoinvault is less than a year old. Bitcoin has got a market cap of 210 billion US dollars. So if you were there also just wondering about cryptocurrencies and thinking that, is there really money here? There is 210 billion US dollars sitting in Bitcoin. So if you thought it was a scam, it was going to be a bubble, think again. Look at Bitcoinvault, the new kid on the block, less than a year old, already one of the top 15 cryptocurrencies, already with a market cap of more than 1 billion US dollars in less than a year. There is a lot of money sitting in, which means there is already a community behind this coin. Okay. Now, one interesting thing that we are also looking at Bitcoinvault is the way we are seeing it. Yes, it's based on the same technology as Bitcoin. However, the growth that we are seeing is much better than that of Bitcoin. Bitcoin reached $100 for one coin in 4 to 5 years. Bitcoinvault reached $100 in just 4 months. That is just showing you that there is a market that is already interested in this coin, whereas it took Bitcoin a much longer to take off. Bitcoinvault is showing expedited growth, which further says when this value of Bitcoinvault hits where Bitcoin is today, how many coins will you have? Because that is how people are reaching their financial goals when this value goes very high and you own a good number of these coins. Talking about the value of this coin, let's see what happened from March to September with Bitcoin. Bitcoin moved from 149,000 rands. We are referring to rands because we are in South Africa. We are aware that we've got people all over the globe in this session. So you will see it moved from $8,781 in March. Fast forward to September, a couple of months later, it moved to 184,000 rands. Does that mean that there is let me just get my pen. Does that mean that it was just a straight line growth? Not at all. You can see that we've got dips, we've got highs, we've got lows. So it wasn't a smooth ride from here that it just went up like that. So imagine that person who had some coins here and then sold them when it was going down, when it reached that 149, whatever it was here, and they sold them there. They missed a chance to ride this wave when it went higher than where it was there. You don't want to miss that, okay? So don't panic when the value goes, it is just the market operating. Now you can even see here, there's a dip here. Those who are selling here should be buying here because we are looking forward to the rise again because currencies fluctuate. Mining is not the same, the value is not the same. So look at the person who bought, but imagine someone buying Bitcoin at 149,000 rands in March. Look how much they would have today in that one coin. That is 23% growth. Tell me about a commodity that is doing that. I don't know one. Okay, now let's look at Bitcoinvault. Same period. In March, it was 18 rand for one coin. Now September, we're looking at $130 for one coin. In rands, 305 rands to 2,200 in September. Again, was it from here to here just a straight line? No. You see that there are times when it went up, it went down, it was up there, it was down there. So up there, down there, and then with this huge drop. Again, if at this point you were selling coins you owned, you are going to miss it when it comes up again, because you will no longer have your coins. Why am I highlighting that? I'm highlighting that because you need to understand that when you get into the cryptocurrency space, you are getting into currency mining. You know, every news bulletin, they tell you the value of the rand to the dollar, the rand to the pound. Why do you think they do that? Because this value is always changing. The same with cryptocurrency. And at any point in time where you find that there are more sellers of the coin than there are buyers, you are going to see this dip. But it's because some people, they sell for different reasons. They could have bought here and made a whole lot of money when it gets there, and they say, oh, we're going to sell. Don't go with those if you have not acquired enough growth in your coins, okay? So just bear in mind why we are doing this. We are looking at being like those who started with Bitcoin when it started in 2010, in 2009, got some coins for R1.40 and sold them at 184,000. You want to be one of those people. So there is no rush for you to cash out on your coins when you know the possibility of it going as high as that. So now, if you look at this, in those few months, that is a whopping 622% growth. Where have you seen that? From where you are starting off today, you must just collect those coins and see where this is going to take you in a couple of years in terms of growth for your money. I want to introduce to you a company called Mining City, because now I've told you about Bitcoin. I've told you about Bitcoinvault. I've told you why we are interested. In case you missed it, we want to own as many of these coins so that when the value goes up, we can also be counted amongst those who made money out of Bitcoinvault. So I'm going to introduce you a company that is going to make it possible for you, just like it's making it possible for me and all my business partners in here to own these coins. That is Mining City. That is the CEO of Mining City, Greg Rogoski. This project, this company started as a project that started in 2018, officially launched in 2019. Yes, you may be thinking, it has not been around for a long time, but this company has grown in over 50 countries with over 300,000 members. That is for a company that started in 2019, just over a year old. I would say it's doing well. Okay, now in June, it recorded sales of more than $1 billion US. And 35% of that, more than 350 million, has been paid out in commissions. To who? To me, to Dima, to Fundo, to all our business partners. And you'll learn later how you can be part of that community that gets commissions from Mining City. But for now, I want you to focus on this being a company that will give you a key to unlock unprecedented financial security for yourself. It offers 2 streams of income that Dima is going to get into. And now it is in exclusive partnership with a company called MindBest. So who is MindBest? MindBest is a company led by Eyal, who is a serial inventor. He's invented a smartphone, he's invented a car, he's busy with that electric car, he's all other things. Just Google him and you will see. So this company is what actually does the mining. Remember I said to you, these coins are produced through a process called mining. MindBest owns the infrastructure, those mining machines that I showed you. I also showed, actually I didn't speak about it, but there was also a whole lot of, it looked like containers that were already written MindBest. Those are mining farms owned by MindBest. That is where the mining is happening. And they've got a partnership with Mining City to allow you and me to mine through MindBest. Okay, they've got mining farms. Actually, it's no longer 5. We need to update this. They've got 15 mining farms. Okay, that is huge, which means we all have an opportunity to tap into this industry through MindBest. They have already been awarded awards for being the top mining farms. That is huge. It means that they've got credibility in the industry. Not only that, they are also involved in the DDMS, which is Decentralized Digital Mining Standard, which means they are involved in the industry that is going to make sure that you and I, as we are mining, we are in a secure industry that is controlled in a way that we will not be taken advantage of. So it means that I'm sharing all this with you to show that they've got credibility in this industry. So after having said that, I want to hand over to Dima, who is going to show you now that I have shown you what the company is, I have shared with you what Mining City does, what Bitcoin is. Now you must be saying, I want to own these coins because I want to be counted amongst the millionaires. Dima will take you through that. Thank you, Dima. Please can you take over from here?
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, thank you. Always, always, always such high energy. I don't think anyone can talk about something they're involved in with low energy and then you actually take them serious. For me, it just says, this is really, really working for you. And I can see how much excited you are. Can you guys hear me properly?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks, Maggie. Let me share. All right, can we see, guys, on the chat message, let's engage. How many people learned something new today? If you learned something new today, just write yes. If you haven't learned anything new yet, you can just keep quiet, because I doubt that there will be anyone that has listened to Maggie in the last 35 minutes and you have not learned anything new. So let's see how many people learned something, even members, how many learned something new today? Because every time I listen to these presentations, I mean, I remember the first time I did not even understand how the money we are using today actually really works. And I hear a lot of people saying they believe in the rand, I'll rather use the rand. But when you ask a person, do you even know how the rand is produced? They don't know. So this space has taught me a lot of things, including things that I have been using for most of my life and which became a norm, but I actually did not know anything about it. So thank you, Maggie, for continuing to educate us. I think, wow, look at how many people have learned something new. That is amazing. All right, guys, my name is Dimakatso Makazi, all the way from the Eastern side. And I'm one of those excited and happy Bitcoin vault miners, a crypto enthusiast. And, you know, I live, I breathe, I talk, I walk cryptocurrency. That is me. Why has that been like that? It's because this has completely changed my life 360 degrees. When I say 360 degrees, I literally mean exactly that. You know, when your life was like this and then it's turned upside down or the other way around. For me, it's actually been turned the other way around. Now, this is exactly what we are sharing with you. Maggie told you about the learnings and the basics about money. I am all about how then do we make this money? That's what I'm going to be touching on. Now, you've been introduced to Mining City. Mining City offers two income streams, okay? We've got a passive income and we've got an active income, all right? Fundo did say, we are going to teach you how to make money, which is the passive income, but we are also going to teach you how to make crazy money, which is coming from the active income, all right? So she is one of those people that is talking from experience. When she's talking about her being at that age, she's not even 30 yet. She is still in her early 20s, but she is making crazy money. I mean, if a student of about 26 years old is making over, I hope you guys are listening, she's making over 100,000 rands a month, okay? That is how much Fundo is making a month. She is a student still studying. That is a life-changing opportunity. She has built her parents a house. She's already building another house. She's bought a car for herself, which she paid cash. So for her, I applaud her because her future has already been planted. Through what? Through cryptocurrency. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you today. Now, how do you become a Bitcoin vault miner? Mining City offers 6 mining packages, And those packages, it's up to you where you want to start. You can have as many as you want. You can have, you can add as many as you want as time goes on, or you can start big. All right. The reason people do start big is because they realize that the bigger it is, the more you can actually accumulate a lot of cryptocurrencies on a daily basis. Okay. Now there's 6 mining packages, which we're going to look at. I hope my pen, oh, there we are. Okay. So you are not owning Mining City, guys. When you buy a package, you are literally renting out mining power from MineBest through Mining City. Okay. And Maggie spoke about those mining machines. So on a daily basis, yes, daily basis, Monday to Monday, 365 days, you are going to be earning a passive income. That is money that's going to be coming into your pocket every single day. Do I know how much it is? No, I don't. When you ask someone, how much am I going to make tomorrow, or how much is it going to be? It's like asking someone who has bought, what's a good example? Someone who has bought mining shares or invested in mining shares in a gold mining company. So imagine if you were to go to Mutsipe and say, I want to mine under your company for a period of 3 years. Can you guarantee me and tell me how much I'm going to make in the 3 years? Mutsipe will just give you a big no, because there is no way he can tell you how much gold he is going to mine tomorrow. He can't even tell you how much gold he's going to mine in the next 3 months. However, he can give you an estimation to say, this is what the past performance has been. This is exactly what the past performance has been. So we don't have guaranteed values to say, how much is this mining power going to give you on a daily basis, okay? So the period that you will be earning, as I said, it's 1,100 days, which is a period of 3 years, all right? Now there's a 10 days waiting period after you purchased. Of course, the company has got some logistics, some things that they need to prepare for you in order that you start seeing your daily earnings. So that takes a period of 10 days. And then you start earning on your 11th day. So from the 11th day going onwards, it's going to be payday. Now, what are those packages? Let's look at the packages. Now, if you look at the packages, you will see on your screen, you are only seeing 5 of the packages and not 6. All right. And you'll understand why. So normally when I present this to people, the standard package will be my minimum package, will be the lowest one. Okay. Now the standard package will cost you in rand value plus minus 11,000, but it's actually equivalent to $600. All right. Now, the reason it's written as plus minus 11,000, it's because of the exchange rate. It is not exactly 11,000. It can be lesser. It can be more. And normally when people ask me, Dima, when is the right time to get started? Do you think it's the right time to get started now? Is the value lower now? What is the answer? The answer is yes. The right time to get started, it's exactly right now. Why? Because you don't know what the value will be tomorrow. I don't know what the value of the rand against the dollar will be tomorrow. Nobody knows. Not even our president can tell you what the value of the rand will be tomorrow. So never ever delay yourself because you are saying, I want this thing to go even lower before I can get started. By the time you want to get started, someone else has already accumulated a handful number of Bitcoin vaults, okay? So the standard package, the minimum at $600. Then you have a bronze package, okay, which is double of the standard at $12,000, $1,200, which in rand value, it's double the standard, which will be plus minus 22,000 rand. Then we have a silver package. Okay, the silver package is $2,400. In rand value, it will be plus minus 44,000, which is 4 times of the standard package. Then we have the gold package. Okay, this for me is a package which I normally recommend people to get started with, especially if you can afford it, okay? Why is that so? The gold package will cost you plus minus 78,000 Rand, and the gold package includes the silver package plus the bronze package plus the standard package. So when you buy the gold package, you are going to have all the other smaller packages, all three of them, in your earnings packages, okay? And then we have umanqoba zonke. We have the premium package. We have the cream of all the packages, which is the platinum package. Now, the platinum package did not exist. I think it only started in May. We've forever had the gold package as the highest. Why did the platinum package get introduced? Because people wanted to earn a lot of Bitcoin vaults faster, and they wanted something else that could give them more earnings on a daily basis. Now, how is it different to the other ones? The platinum package will pay you 3 times of what? Of the gold package. Okay, now let me simplify this for you. So platinum package is $12,600. In Rand value today, it will cost you plus minus 230,000 Rand. Now, what is the differences? What do I mean? This one is double, this one is this much. Remember I said there are no guaranteed values. So I'm going to give you an example. So the example is, if the standard package today was to pay me Bitcoin vaults, remember we're not getting paid in Rand, we are getting paid in Bitcoin vault. We are accumulating more Bitcoin vaults. So if today the standard package was to pay me, can I switch off my video, guys? Because I'm writing on my screen and I can't actually see myself whether I'm aligned or not. So let me switch off my video so that I can be able to script properly. All right, so if the standard package will pay me 10 Rand tonight, because we get paid every single day at 9 p.m. Now the bronze package pays double of the standard. Then that means the bronze package will pay how much? 20 Rand. And the silver package pays 4 times more than the standard package. What does that mean? It means the silver package will be paying 40 Rand. And if the gold package is, pardon me, if the gold package is equivalent to the silver plus the bronze plus the standard, what does that mean? That means the gold package will be paying 40 plus 20 plus 10, which is 70 Rand. And if the platinum pays 3 times of the gold package, what does it mean? It means that will be 70 times 3. That will be 210. Can you see the differences? And of course, that is equivalent to the amount of coins that you are accumulating on a daily basis. I always say to people, if you want to simplify this in your head, think about gold mining. Every single day, you are getting a piece of gold that is worth a certain amount today. But what do we understand about gold? Gold goes up in value over time. So the more gold you are owning, pardon me, guys. So the more gold you are owning at a given time in the future, when the value of gold goes up, what happens to your money? You are worth way much more. So think about cryptocurrency like that you are accumulating this asset that is going to be worth higher in value over time, which is what Maggie showed you when she showed you where the value has been. So now on the platinum package, one thing that you need to also bear in mind, Mining City says, because we understand that you are a high investor, okay? You are, when I say invest, I'm talking about the startup capital that you have put in. You have bought in the highest mining package. You are renting out the highest mining package in the business. Mining City says, we are going to compensate you with a free bonus and we give you a bronze package for free. That is if you are owning a platinum package. Now, what does that mean? It means over and above earning 3 times the gold package, you are also going to earn another 20 Rand, which is equivalent of this bronze package. So that means the platinum package pays 230. Okay, so guys, don't get confused and then you leave the meeting and say, Dima said the platinum pays 230. No, it doesn't. I'm giving you an example so that you can understand what is the differences of all these packages. Okay, so then that means the standard is the minimum. The bronze pays double, which is twice. Okay, so it pays 2 times more than the standard. The silver pays 4 times more. The gold pays 7 times more. And the platinum pays 21 times more. Okay, now we also have the smaller package, which is the 6th package. The reason this is sitting on its own is because this will be half of the performance to the standard package. Okay, so we did an example of the standard package. If it were to pay 10 Rand, how much will the primary pay? Then that means the primary will be paying 5 Rand. So I'm giving you examples so that you can see the differences. Now, the primary package is one that we said to Mining City, can we have a smaller package for those people that really wants to get started, but they don't have that much money. They can pay an average of plus minus 5,000 Rand because this package will be half of the standard. Okay. And for me, I always say, get started. Don't wait to say, I want to own a gold package, so therefore I want to save money up until I have the plus minus 80,000 Rand. Don't do that to yourself because you are missing out on what you could have accumulated during that period. If you can afford a silver, start with the silver. You can add a bronze later and you can add a standard package later. Then that means you will have a gold package. If you are waiting for some funds, you can afford a primary, start with the primary. And then you can add another primary, which will take you to standard. Don't delay yourself because you want to start high, but you don't even have that money. Start where you can and start accumulating. Because I don't know what the value of one Bitcoin vault will be in the next 30 days, let alone the next 3 years. So you don't want to wait up until the value is at the price that you can't even afford anymore. All right. So the primary package, when it comes to the active income, it is limited in terms of how much you can make when you are building the business. But it works the same. There's nothing different. You are accumulating on a daily basis for the next 3 years and everything works the same. Now, let me go to, is everybody still there? Are we still clear? Does it make sense? I want to log into one of my accounts so that you guys can see. Oh, I'm logged out. I have to log in again. So I want to show you when we talk about earning on a daily basis. Is everything clear, guys? Just give me thumbs up or just say yes so that I can see that I'm not losing anyone while I'm logging in. And then I can show you what we mean by the daily earnings and also what it means, because I'm going to touch on the second part now, which is the exciting part as well, over and above your mining earnings. Now, for me, I am one of those people that when I got introduced into this space, I said to the lady that introduced me into cryptocurrency. So let me just quickly share my short story. It's a long story, but I'll shorten it. So when I got involved, I was working for a corporate company. I've worked for so many different companies that a lot of people will want to work for. I've worked for the likes of Coca-Cola, which was my last employer. I've worked for SA Breweries. At the time, it was called SAB, but now it's SAB Miller. I worked for Your Liberty Life. I've worked for, I even forget, I worked for MTN. I've worked for, I've worked for, what is this? I even forget the names now. So I worked for a lot of big companies. But one thing for sure, when I was growing up, I knew that if I were to hold the highest position in a company, I will be making a reasonable amount of money. But the question for me was, when am I going to ever get to the CEO position? That has always been my concern, to say in every company, there's only one CEO. One CEO. And how many people are gunning for that one position? And I'm still a junior somewhere down there. When am I going to get to being a CEO of a company? And how many years is it going to take me to get to a CEO? And when I was introduced to this type of business, which is network marketing and mining of cryptocurrency, all I wanted was, I'm still working at becoming the CEO of Coca-Cola, which seemed very impossible. Okay, but I know nothing is impossible, but it was going to take me forever. Now, when I got introduced, I said, I don't want to recruit anyone. That is jargon. Why must I speak to people? This and that and this and that. Forgetting that when I was working for all these companies, I spoke to people every single day. I spoke to customers every single day. I spoke to agencies every single day. What was I selling? I was selling the same product that I did not own myself. Because when I was a marketing manager for Coca-Cola, every single day I was supposed to get you guys to buy Coca-Cola. That was my duty. Okay. Yes, I don't have nothing on my screen as yet. So now, this has completely changed my life, such that every single day I get paid. Now, let me show you the screen. I see you want to see the screen. So you can see when I said that, just confirm if you can see.
We can see it, Dima.
Okay, great stuff. Now,
yes, we can see Dima.
Thank you. When I spoke about the fact that you can start with any package and then add on the packages, you can see I've got different packages on this account. I've got so many, I mean, look at the gold packages and then look at the dates. Okay, these two were bought on the same day, but if you go up here, you can see that these were bought on the same day, but you can see the first one, the standard package was bought last year. Okay, in November already. But then I later added another package, okay, and later added another package. Can you see? So you can do the same thing. Now, the great thing about what I did, all of these other packages that I bought extra, I did not pay a cent from my own pocket. The money that I used to buy these other bigger packages, including the platinum packages that I have, I used the active income, okay, which is what we're going to go into now. Now, so if you go to my wallet, you can see the daily earnings. So let's go to the daily earnings. So you can see here, which was last night. Remember I said every day, 9 o'clock, we get paid. So there you are. It says income. So you can see the amount of coins that I got paid. Remember I said the amount of coins, take it like a piece of gold. Okay. Now, when I got paid those amount of coins, they were worth $6.99. But they might be worth something else today because the value keeps on changing. But the interesting thing that I want to show you guys, okay, there's an interesting that I want to show you. I want to go right somewhere at the beginning. And then you guys can see when we say, don't get excited with what the value is now. Always think the future. I've seen people that want to withdraw now and they get excited. Yes, if you need money, you will withdraw. But let me show you something. Now look at the date. This was the standard package. Can you see the date? It was the 8th of Feb this year. How many months ago? Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So it's about 8 months ago. Okay. Now look at the amount of coins that I got paid. I want to show you something amazing. So I got paid 0.04759467 coins on the 8th of Feb. This was the standard package. I'm going to copy that amount. All right. And that was worth how much? That was only worth $1.02. Are you with me, guys? Okay, now let me show you what the same amount of coins are worth today. Today, how much are these coins worth? Let me show you. And then you guys can understand that when we say, look at how much you are earning in the coin, not necessarily in the dollar value, okay? Because if you are doing that, you are not doing justice to yourself. Now I'm going to paste the same amount of coins that I earned on the 8th of Feb. Remember, they were worth how much? $1.02. Now let's see how much they are worth today. Can you see, guys? This is what we mean, that you must always think future. The same amount of coins that I got paid on the 8th of Feb, when the value was what it was then, they were only worth $1.02, which is this. This is what I was showing you now. Okay? But with today's value, as much as the value has come down, the same amount of coins that I earned on the 8th of Feb, with today's value, they are worth $5, guys, $5. That's not even double. That's 5 times more than what it was. How much is it going to be in the future? That's how you must always look at it. So can you imagine if I had already withdrawn this money the very same day I earned it? I would have not gained the extra 5. I would have not gained what it is worth today. So this is how mining works. This is what we mean when we say what you earned yesterday will not be the same in the next 2 months, in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 6 months, in the next 3 years. So this is just it, guys, so that you understand how does it work like. I hope this has simplified and it's been an aha moment. So if this has been an aha moment, please type aha. So type AHA, and then we can see how many people had an aha moment. Because seriously, if for me, I earned something that was $1 about a few months ago, and today it's $5. That is a huge, huge, huge improvement. Okay, so that is the passive income, guys. I cannot go any deeper than this. Now let's get to the other part, which I know it's a lot of people's favorite. Let me share. Where's my slides? Okay, so we've done the packages. Now this part is for those people that says, I want a different lifestyle. I cannot be buying a $600 package and I'm thinking I want to be a millionaire in the next 3 months. That I'm going to tell you, it's not going to happen. I will be lying to you if I told you it's going to happen, because that is not true. For you to earn $1 million a month, you need to put in millions. That's how life works. You can't expect to earn 50,000 rand, and when you've only put in 300 rands. That's not how it works, guys. If that's what you are thinking, then unfortunately you are at the wrong place. Because even if you were to go to the bank will not give you that much. Now, this part is for those people that say, I really want to mine. I am mining, but I understand that the mining, it does take some time. It can happen in the next 3 months. It can happen in 2 months. It can happen. I don't know. But this part, I can control it myself because of the energy that I'm going to put in. Now, imagine if you were to earn $1 million a month. Imagine if you were to earn 50,000 rand a month. Imagine if you were to make an extra 12,000 rand a month. How much difference will that make in your life? I don't know. For some people, they just need an extra 12,000 rand extra a month. That's what they need. For some other people, if they can just make that extra 3,000 rand extra a month, it will make a difference. I don't know, but this part makes it possible for you to make that extra money. If you are working, you can make this money even when you are working. That's how I started, okay? Today, as they say, I hate it to call it like it is, but if you can actually make 1,500,000 a month, that is a lot of money. Those are dreams coming true. What dreams will become a reality if you can make such money in a month? I know for new people, it sounds as if, this is not possible, but it's a reality that a lot of people are making. I'm going to be quick because not everybody really wants to make serious money, but I'm sure you are one of those people that really wants to do that. Now, for me, if I were to have something that will pay me $1 a few months ago and today it's worth $5, I'm not going to keep quiet about it. I'm going to share it with other people. And who are those people? It can be my friends, my family, my strangers, people on Facebook, wherever. You continue to share the concept. Why? Because you are enabling those people to also change their lives. Sorry, guys, my throat is just, I think I'm talking too much. I'm straining my voice. So now, every time you share this concept to other people, Mining City says we are going to compensate you because now you have brought in another person that has tapped into renting out mining power. Again, I always explain with something that people normally understand. You can have an insurance and you can further sell the same insurance and get paid commissions. It's a similar concept. You have a mining package and you choose. It's not compulsory. You choose whether you want to share it with other people or you don't. And you are going to get paid commission. Now, the first commission pays 5%. So the first commission will pay you 5% and 10%. How does that work? The first 5 people from each person that you introduce in the business, you are going to get 5% of what? 5% of whatever package they buy. That is massive, guys. Remember I said you can make extra 3,000 Rand, extra 50,000 Rand. It's up to you. Now, it's up to you which packages you're going to sell. So for example, if your first person is going to buy a standard package, the standard package of $600, you are then going to say $600 multiplied by 5%. What is 5% of $600? That is exactly how you get compensated. So that will be $30 for a standard package. And then the second person, if they buy a platinum account, look at this, guys. A platinum, 5% of a platinum, which is this, 5% of 12,600 will give you an amount that is $630. In Rand value, you are looking at plus minus 10,000 Rand. Guys, there's people that are earning 10,000 Rand a month, working for Bus John, working Monday to Friday, and they still need to pay for transport and all of that. There are people earning less than this a month, working for 30 days. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with working. But I'm just trying to show you that with just referring one person who buys a platinum account, 5% will give you 10,000 Rand. That is already somebody's salary. So the first 5 people, 5% from each person on whatever package they buy. Then we go to Team B. Okay, what is Team B? Team B is every single person that you're going to introduce. That will be your number 6 going up. So from the 6th person, from the 7th, 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 100, it doesn't matter. You are now going to get 10% commission of whatever package they buy. That means it's double of what we have spoken about already. Okay, so again, look at this, guys. Look at this. If you were to sell a platinum package in your Team B, that is already a whooping $1,260, which will give you an estimation of 21,000. That is just selling to one person. Okay, now there's also an indirect commission, which I'm not going to go deeper, but every single person in your Team B, when they also start their businesses, you also get an indirect commission of 5%. That is extra over and above the 10% you've already gotten paid. That is crazy money, guys, already. And this is just the first commission. This is a commission number 1. Then we go to the another exciting part. I'm losing my words. I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's going on today, but anyway, the second one, which is a binary team cycle. The binary team cycle works on a point system, okay? Now the points work like this. And if you remember what I told you about the daily earnings, then this will be simplified for you. Remember I said the standard package is the minimum, which will give you 1 point. The bronze pays double, it will give you 2 points. Silver pays 4 times, 4. Gold is 7. Platinum is 21. And the primary is half of standard. If you remember how the mining earnings are paid, then it's easy for you to remember these points that you are getting for a binary. Okay. Now the binary, it's basically a business system that we are using in Mining City. Okay. Now, every time you are going to sign people up, or even your upline, and upline is the person that introduced you. When they sign people, they can place them under you, which we call it spillovers, or you place people under yourself. Then you are going to be accumulating these points. Now, a good example, look at Zamo. Zamo has accumulated 14 points and 13 points. So this has got a left-hand side and a right-hand side. Okay, so every time you make a minimum of 5 points on your left plus 5 points on your right, that's what we call a complete cycle. And that cycle will pay you how much? A minimum of $200. And this is plus minus 3,500. Imagine if you were to make 3,500 at least minimum a day. That is already going as high as about 90,000 Rand a month, guys. A month, if you were to just make 3,500 a day. Yes, it's not as easy as it's written on the screen, but it takes you to share this concept with other people. Now, when you look at this, this is active accounts. These are people's accounts that are actually earning this amount on average on a daily basis. So this is what we mean. Can you see on this one, on this example here? This person has got 26 points on the left and 4 points. No, man, I'm talking my own stuff now. So we're not looking at that 26. We're actually looking at the sum, which is 29 on the left and 5.5 on the right. Do they have a minimum of 5 left, 5 right? Yes, they do. So what's going to happen at night at 11 o'clock? Mining City will minus 5 and leave this person with half a point, and then minus 5 here and leave this person with 24 points. And do what? And pay the $200. Same thing this side. This side has got 10 on the left and 253 on the right. What's going to happen? Mining City will minus the 10, leave 0, minus 10, leave you with 243 and pay you what? $400. And it continues like that. Imagine earning $1,200 in a day. How much is that? $1,200, it's about 20,000 Rand, 20,400. That is how much people are making in this business. Can you make it? Yes. Can anyone make it? Yes. Does it require a degree? No. Does it require you to be able to be an extrovert and somebody who talks too much? No. It just requires you to be able to talk to people. And there are different ways of talking to people. Nobody in this world is an island. Everybody knows somebody. Start where you know, okay? And then I'm not going to go deeper, guys. That's just the 2 commissions that people go and make crazy money. This is just as you rank up like any business, any company. Remember, I spoke about the CEO that everybody wants to become, but it's only one person that can become a CEO. Same thing in Mining City. You start off being somewhere as a miner, your first rank city builder, you go to city developer, city manager, chief manager, and so on and so on. I myself am currently sitting on this rank here, which is chief manager. Now, here's what I want to share with you here. Now, when you achieve these ranks or these positions, the company gives you a bonus to say, well done, and here is your bonus. As a chief manager, I think early August, I got paid $50,000. $50,000. It's not something that's coming. It has already been paid, because when you rank up this month, the next month you get paid what is due to you. And $50,000, I think, is about 850,000 Rand. Imagine, guys, that is your hard work end. And so does all the other ranks. We actually have a new city manager in the team. So well done, but now we'll announce it tomorrow. That is how people are working. And that person also will be getting paid $3,500. That is going to be paid in their account. That is what Mining City does. And from me, guys, that's it. This phone, you probably have seen it. This is it. I mean, that's another thing. If you delay yourself, you end up missing certain things. This phone was given to people that made city manager and above. But unfortunately, there was a limit of 2,000 phones globally, and those have been exhausted already. Okay, now getting started, please go back to the person that invited you, so that one thing for sure, go and say thank you to them. Say thank you for showing me a space that is going to change my life. So go back to them. They will take you through this process, how to sign up, ask for their link. When you go back to them, just ask for their link. And then from me, guys, I want everybody to take a reality check. Okay, I'm even going silent a bit. I want everybody to take a reality check of your financial situation, especially in 2020. If you still don't understand how important it is for you to look at opportunities that are presenting themselves to you before it's too late, 2020 should have taught you a lesson. I don't know how many people you know that have lost their jobs, that are working half of their time, that are doing all those things, that don't even know where they're going to look for the next meal. Why? Because we always become comfortable in the spaces that we are in, and we forget that there is what we call reality check. Okay, so today, as we end this meeting, I need you to go back, sit in your corner, sit in your bedroom, do a financial recon of your life. Where am I in my life? How much debts do I have? Can I be able to close off those debts with the current income that I'm getting? And how long is it going to take me to close those gaps? And secondly, I want you to do a reality check to say, if this is as much debts that I have, what will happen if I lose the job that I have today? What will happen if Mining City decides to say we don't give an active income? What will happen if whatever happens in your life? Because that's the reality check. How is your life going to be? And when you do that, always think of who? Think of your children. Think of your children and their future. And that is what I did for myself. And I said, I don't want my kids to live the same life that I lived. Today, I can freely say, I'm not friends with the bank. I'm not their friend because I don't owe them anything. And that is a good space to be in. And the only time I use the bank is when I use them for my benefit. And that is where I want everybody to be as well. Is it possible? Is it doable? Yes, it's doable. So today, the decision you take or you are not going to take, it's a decision that will impact your life. And that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much. I know, Shoni, it's deep, but it's things that we hardly face and look at in a very bigger picture. But that's the reality of life. As long as we are still in hiding and saying we are not going to look at this and look at it head on, unfortunately, we are always going to be in this cycle of debt, this cycle of pain, this cycle of depression because of money. So I want everybody to just think about it. And yeah, that's it from me. I'm drained, I'm exhausted. Guys, can I hand over Maggie to you or to Nomfundo?
Fundo?
Wow. What a moment of silence it is. Thank you, Maggie. Thanks, Leader Dima, for such a wonderful information session. I hope that we do have questions. Do you have any questions for the night? I see Nosango and Nomsa raising their hands. I'm not sure if that's for questions.
No, they've been attended to, Fundo.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then I think that's it from us. Thank you very much, Leader Maggie. Thank you, Leader Dima. That was a whole lot of information. So what I'd advise you to do right now is to go back to the person who invited you and ask them on how to get started, because after tonight, I don't think anybody wants to be left behind. So that's it. Let me just say my good nights. Keep well and see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye,
Thanks,
everyone.
Fundo. Bye.
Thanks, Maggie. Thanks,
Bye. Thanks.
Diane. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
You're welcome, bye.